The testing business and simulation business is a growth business as new technologies come online. The number one technology that we have to talk about is AI. Every time you turn on the news or you open a newspaper, I still read newspapers, AI. What impact is AI having on your testing and simulation business?
Well, I think the shortest answer is a positive impact, right? But really, our business has always been, AI related. We just have been using different terminology over the years, whether it's automation or road to load to math or road to lab to math, optimization, calibration, look ahead tables, PIDs, APIs, emulators, integration simulator. Essentially, the origins of our business was the original desire to take data from vehicles on the road or on a test track and move that into the lab. And then with time, essentially correlation was the main concern at first, was to make sure it correlated to the road data. But then once correlation was pretty solid and was replicating the road data, then the conversations became, how do we move the lab to math, right? So eliminate labs, eliminate road testing. And that RLM that's been around for decades. So now the M part, which is really the AI part, that's becoming bigger and bigger and more tangible and real every day. And that's the exciting part.
Now, are you seeing that for your customers, it's the optimizing their products by getting all that data and they can move quicker than they could have before?
Originally, I think it was about optimization. Now when you automate that, it grows beyond that, right? Now you can really look at what happens when you change things. What happens when if it's a battery, you got different chemistries or a different vendor, and you can do that stuff so much quicker and so much condensed than in the past.
If you're staying on that theme, where does the A&D hardware in the loop simulation platform come in? Where does that fit in when you stay on the electric vehicle trend?
So the hardware platform, that's so you have our hardware platforms open, so you can use. So at the end of the day, when you run a simulation, you need a model. So our hardware platform's kind of agnostic as far as any model can run on it, whether it's Simulink or CarSim or autonomy, whatever system you run on our hardware. You actually can do co-simulation where you're running multiple models on it. So that basically replicates whatever piece the customer doesn't have. So let's pretend a customer is is a battery manufacturer, and their battery can go into any vehicle, and the vehicle can have an electric motor from any company, right? So they don't have access, or it's cost prohibitive to have access to electric motors from all the different vendors all over the world. So you can use the hardware in the loop to simulate what the electric motor would do in real life. So then they have their battery, their real battery, but they're emulating or simulating the electric motor. So that's what, so hardware in the loop is kind of a generic term for, simulating a piece of hardware. So it can simulate any piece of hardware. It's just a matter of which hardware you want simulated.